Hi darlings, welcome back to my channel. It's me again. Okay, so you know what time it is. We need to talk about the Pasha de Cartier relaunch. Obviously the collection has been teased for a few months, but it's actually out now. They've just shot the ad campaign with Rami Malek, who is a Egyptian American actor. And they've just put up the promo on their YouTube channel. I'm constantly talking about this brand, so I'm not linking to the promo in my description for once. But you can go check it out on their YouTube channel. So obviously, I saw the promo on the YouTube channel, so I knew it was time to talk about the watches. I have a lot of opinions on the Pasha collection. They're definitely going for this like young millennial vibe, and I know this is like a big source of contention on this channel, like the whole millennial thing. But I do think that's like the direction that Cartier are going in, and I think that's what Cartier wants to do right now. I do think that Cartier wants to reach younger customers, and when I say younger, I'm saying people under the age of 50. So 18, 35 to 50. I think that is what Cartier is going for. That's their vibe. That's what they're vibing with. It is what it is. So there are a lot of questions about this collection. Many people are asking questions about it, like what are my thoughts, what are my opinions. I actually wrote a blog post on the collection, but I wanted to shoot a video as well so I could talk a little bit more in depth. I put all the USD prices on my blog, but for some reason on the website that keeps coming up is the UK. So for this video, I'll just say it in pound sterling. But if you want the US prices, just click on the link in the description below to my blog so you can read the US prices for the best watches. If you've been watching my videos, you know that what I prefer to do is I like to kind of curate and find the best pieces for you, and then you can go and purchase the ones you like. The links I post are from the website. They're not affiliate links. This is just me sharing like the best pieces, because not everything in this collection is to die for, to be honest with you. And not everything in this collection is like amazing, incredible, but there are some really, really nice pieces. Really quickly, for those of you who don't know, the Pasha collection has been around, but they have decided to relaunch it, kind of like how a movie studio like reboots a famous franchise. You know how it is. I love horror films, so they're constantly being rebooted, and anytime a horror film that's like being rebooted, I'm there in the cinema with my husband like, yeah, gotta watch this. So I think Cartier are going for that similar kind of vibe. They've just decided to reboot the Pasha collection for obviously this generation. I hate that phrase, but you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, there are a few pieces on here that are interesting. I am not a fan of watches with leather straps for some reason. You might be like that. Sorry, it is bright. I don't like that. I don't know why. I just don't like it. And now it's opened the one that I don't like. It's not for me, but I think that was like the essence of the original Pasha collection. So that's probably why they want to keep going with it as well. Okay, now it's just disappeared completely. Annoying. Okay, so basically in terms of the pricing, it comes in steel. It also comes with diamonds. It comes with those leather straps, or you can get it all around just in steel. I think like they talk about here new movements. There's like a new movement that is unique to the Pasha. It's what's called an in-house movement, and it's an automatic movement. So for those of you who love wristwatches, you will know what that means. I like watches, wristwatches, but definitely for more like style reasons as opposed to like the pure movements themselves. But obviously some movements of some watch brands are amazing, like when you see them on watches. In terms of the watches that I like from this collection, I would say it's definitely the steel one, which I'm trying to pull up here because I put it on my website, as I said. I really, really like the ones in steel. I like the I like the one in rose gold with diamonds. I think that one might be a little bit too much for some of us, but I think it's beautiful and I think it's really glamorous. Okay, so this is the one which to me, I like the most. Like I said, I don't like the ones with leather straps, so I'm not gonna talk about those ones. I like this one here. Don't know if you can see it. Okay, it looks gold because of the light. I'm sorry, my ring light is crazy. It looks gold, but it's steel. and it has an automatic movement. From the UK, it's £5,650 sterling if you're in the United Kingdom. And again, it's just crazy to be like, oh yeah, that sounds like a fair price. But in the world of wristwatches, that's a fair price, and it is Cartier. And then the next one that I really, really like from the collection is this one here. Yep, it's the Pasha de Cartier rose gold with diamonds. It also comes with an optional leather strap. I would not be getting the one with the leather strap, but if you like leather straps, like, please feel free. This one is £35,000, and it's £35,200. The 200 is unnecessary, Cartier, come on. But obviously we know why they're doing that. It's got like a host full of diamonds around the dial. Okay, you can see it way better when I stand far away. It's got like a ring of diamonds around the dial. That definitely reminds me of those like iced out APs and iced out Pateks and the sort of iced out Rollies. This one here is definitely trying to compete with like AP and Patek, and I think it looks really, really nice. I think ultimately, there are also some really cool, different, unique ones. There's also this insane one here. Again, sorry, so you can barely see it. Okay, when I do that, you can see it a little bit. This one here is the Pasha de Cartier watch made from rhodium finished white gold. It is £115,000. Let that sink in for a second. The fact that they've put the price there means there will be some people who can buy it online. And I just think that is very, very impressive. Okay, so now, what are my thoughts about this collection? It's funny because I've been marinating on this for a few days when I was like looking at the watches online, because I'm not gonna be like, woohoo, it's my favorite collection, I'm so excited about it. It's not one of my personal favorites, but this one is going to be a slam dunk because first of all, it's a reboot. So that means it was popular in the 80s, the people bought it in the 80s will buy the new relaunch. Second of all, they've made it a bit fresher, it looks younger, it looks very whimsical. I don't know if anyone has like seen like or read the sort of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, if you've seen the films or the TV programs when you were younger. Like it seems like a kind of Wonderland, you know, kind of watch. It seems like the watch that Alice in Wonderland herself would have worn, you know, when she's like going down the rabbit hole. And Alice in Wonderland coincidentally is like my favorite book of all time. So when I first saw this watch, I was like, whoa, this is definitely a watch that Alice in Wonderland would wear. The sort of huge over-exaggerated numbers, the massive circular dial. It's very, very like creative and bonkers, and it's very whimsical. It's a very whimsical collection. If you compare this to the Panther watch, it's completely like on different sides. It's like night and day. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. Do you like that kind of fanciful whimsy and the creativity? Or do you just kind of think it looks kind of weird and silly? I mean, what do you think? I actually like the whimsical look of it. And I'm looking at my wrist here. I'm just like looking at my wrist. I'm trying to imagine wearing it. I think it's definitely a grower. It's not like, wow, it's bedazzled me immediately, but I definitely think that it's going to be a slam dunk hit. I saw Willow Smith in some of the promos for the watch. They're obviously going for that really young clientele with this launch. I do think they're trying to go for the people in their 20s, in their 30s, and in their early 40s. I think that's who they're trying to target for this. What do you guys think about the Pasha de Cartier? Do you think the prices are fair? Do you think the prices are worth it? The prices seem relatively like similar to the prices of the Panther, like the sort of lower price models, because I don't think there's a Panther watch that's £115,000. Okay, so I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I know that Cartier are going to be successful in flogging this thing, because if they weren't going to be successful, they would not even release that product. So my mind, when I just saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to like genuinely talk to you guys about this. So yeah, sorry, someone just started calling me randomly, so just kind of took my attention for a second, but I want to focus on this video because that is what's important today. So yeah, I just think that like when it comes to like the Pasha de Cartier, I don't feel the need to like every single new release that Cartier does, but I do want to give like my curated point of view because I'm a huge fan of the brand. It's my favorite luxury brand, so I'm always going to be following up on what they're doing. I actually think this is a cool, interesting collection if you like whimsical, fun stuff. It's very whimsical, like you could just see Alice in Wonderland running around with this watch on her arm, or being in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory running around with it. It is very whimsical, it's creative, it's over the top. This is not a watch for people who are wallflowers, want to be a bit more muted, want to be a bit more subdued. This is not the watch for that. It's not. However, it is the watch for standing out, and I think definitely the more iced out ones, I mean, the iced out one with the rose gold and the diamonds around the dial, that one is more up my alley. It reminds me of the Love bracelet that's like fully iced out. I love all of that. So I guess the question here is, would you be willing to drop some cash for the Pasha de Cartier, or do you prefer their other watch collections that I haven't covered, like the Tank collection? Do you prefer the Panther collection? What are your personal tastes? What do you guys think about this collection? I've shared some, I put like a post, like I said, on my blog. Make sure you check it out and read it because there's a lot of information on there. Ultimately, we'll know in a few months whether it's been financially successful for Cartier when they release their next like cycle of a financial report. That's when we'll know if it actually made money for them or not. But just me as me, seeing that they're launching it now, it's like, yeah, the 10th of September, it's almost the middle of September. People are getting ready now, starting to think about Christmas. Yes, I have Christmas shopping guys coming up for you guys, don't worry. People are thinking about Christmas. People are thinking about things that they want to buy for Christmas. This one is going to be in gift boxes, 100%. It isn't that like excessively priced if you compare it to like Audemars or Patek or Rolex or Jaeger-LeCoultre. It's not like excessively priced. It's definitely not this. It's definitely not the price of a Richard Mille watch. So you know, so what? Who cares, basically? So yeah, basically that is my summary of the Pasha de Cartier watches that have just come out. I'm very, very curious if anyone is interested in getting one. Do you like them? Do you not like them? I need to know what you think, but just before you leave, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps to support me, and I want to thank everyone who's been subscribing and watching my videos, and I'll see you in my next video.